today we are going to explore the Blender software. So first, what is Blender? So Blender is an open source freeware program that is maintained by the Blender Foundation. So first, you need to have at least the 2.49 version of Blender. So here I have the 3.30 or the version 3 Blender software. So first, you need to have the installer. So you will install this to your desktop or computer. So the aim of this Blender is to remove the frustration doing in learning process, specifically in animation. So first, how to open the software or the Blender software. First, go to search, then type the Blender. So I have here the receipt, but I will also type. Then click the Blender app. So here it comes. So when you open or click the Blender software, the graphical user interface will present. So here there is a version number. So it comprises with windows, panels, and button. So here is the window, the panel, and the button. So first, you need to click any of area for you to start. So the Blender screen. So this is the Blender screen. We have the default Blender. So default Blender is comprises with 5 windows. First is the info windows. Here is the info windows, the 3D windows, the outline windows, and the property windows. We have here the timeline. You can move it, you can resize, you can drag. So we have here the window type. Window type selection where you can find the general comprises with 3 viewport, image editor, UV editor, compositor, and many more. We have here the animation. We have the timeline, graph, editor, drivers, nonlinear animation, and scripting. We have the text editor, the Python console, the data outline, properties, files, and then the spreadsheet. So we have here the shortcut keys. So for example, you want to go to 3D viewport, you can shift F5. If you want to go to undergo text editor, we have the shift 11, F11. So to open or view another window, so the previous, you can go to window. So here you can open a new window. We have here the screenshot, and next the workspace with a shortcut keys, which is the control page down. So here in the file, you can save, edit, open new, and import, export the data. We have here the edit. So the edit where you can change your interface themes. So like this. So the interface change by its color. So it's up to you where you can easily locate the buttons or the viewport, the preferences. We have here the flash interface, the lights, viewports, and editing, lights, animation, and other. Here in the window, so we have the new window, new main window, so health, layout, modeling, where you can see the other perspective, sculpturing, UV edit, where you can see the two screen flash in this screen. So we have the texture paint where you can change the color of the object. We have here the shading. We have here the animation by which we can see the output and the rendering and the outputs. So next, let's go to the user interface. User interface window. So like what I said, in the edit, you can change your preference, the interface themes of the Blender windows. We have here the search bar where you can type the unseen button. We have the 3D window. 3D window. So the 3D window, this would allow you to see the different scene like this. As you can see, the object changed by its perspective, the cube itself, where you can locate. We have here the camera, cube. First, here is the camera, the cube itself that is highlighted, and the light. So this, you can unseen or hide the viewport. So like this. If all the collection you need to hide, you can unhide the camera like this. Cube and light. Next, we have the window mode. Window mode. So the window mode will allow you to edit. This is the move button where you can move the edit, or you can your preferred object. So here is the rotate where you can rotate the whole cube. This you can resize or resize up the cube or the object, and this is where you can transform. So it is your choice or desired object. Here is the pencil where you can write any of you want or your preferred writings. We have here the measurement where you can write a line, but there is a measurement. And here is the cube. So there is a similarities of this software Blender to the rhinoceros. This where you can extrude. So there is a lot of button for you to make a shapes or the basic shapes. Next is the layers. So here is the layer where you can enable you to change the layer, the color, the light, the effects that can be performed in the Blender. So this layer used to aid in constructing complex scene. So you can change the outline and the color of the objects. So here there is a two window type icon. So here in this kind of, or in this version, there is three. You can locate the window type icon. Here is the window type icon. At the top, we have here the button, and here in the right side. So in Blender, you can the user can view the navigation. We have here a lots of navigation like this. RB to the left. We can pan right. We can zoom in and zoom out. So we have the properties window. We have the render. We have the select box. The scene. The scene. Here is the render scene. We have the world. We have the objects control, object construct. We have here the object data. We have here the texture. We have here the particles. And we have here the physics, where you can edit the cubes or the other basic shapes. So that's all for today. So for you to master the Blender softwares, especially for the beginners, so let's you can click to the notification bell for more videos. So I hope you learned something in this lesson. So that's all for today. Again, it's me, Kyla Katis Ariel, giving you the knowledge about the introduction of Blender software. That's all for today. Thank you and God bless. I hope you learned something.